And I'm just going to try a bit now. As I said, it smells really good as well, so. That is really yummy. A chocolate orange. It's really chocolatey and very orangey, and it doesn't taste like marmalade, I'm pleased to say, because the other cake I made tasted a bit like marmalade, but this doesn't taste like it at all. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious chocolate orange cake. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious chocolate orange cake. So this recipe is really easy to do, and this orange cake recipe I have been seeing a lot online. I've seen a few reels where people have made an orange cake, and I tried the orange cake the other day and my husband and son seemed to love it. So I thought I'd turn it into a chocolate orange cake. As Easter is on the way, I feel like chocolate is on all of our minds. Well, it's on mine, I don't know about yours. In fact, it's always on my mind, chocolate. But so yes, I thought I'd turn this into a chocolate orange cake. And the first thing I did for this recipe is I boiled 2 oranges. Now you're going to have to take my word for this because I've lost the video footage, which I'm really upset about, I have to say. But I did boil 2 oranges. It did look a bit strange. My husband came down and made a joke about should that not be eggs in that pan and not oranges, but anyway. So yes, I put a large saucepan of boiling water onto the hob, and then I put oranges in and I boiled them for 10 minutes, and then I drained them through the colander and I've just left them to cool in the colander and the saucepan. And then the next thing I did was I greased a loaf tin. Now you can use any sort of cake tin, and if you want to use greaseproof paper then you can. Unfortunately I have run out of greaseproof paper, so I'm hoping that this cake comes out easily here. I've just used a bit of olive oil and I've just brushed it over the base and around the sides. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to make the cake. So the first thing I've done is I've weighed out about 200 grams of gluten-free oats. And the only reason, oh, if I don't spill them all over the place, that is, I'm just going to dust it. My sides are clean, so I'm just going to dust those in, like so. So that's about 200 grams of gluten-free oats, and the reason I use gluten-free oats is just because I have a slight allergy to gluten. And I'm sure you're going to want me to taste this at the end. Not that I'm a big fan of it. I can see why people like it, but I'm not really a big fan. And then I have about 150 grams of ground almonds as well. I'm just going to add that in. And then to that I'm going to add about 50 grams of raw cacao powder. You can use cocoa powder if you want to, but please make sure that it is unbleached and undyed. And then in this bowl here I have a teaspoon of ginger, I have about 3/4 teaspoon of cardamom, ground cardamom. If you can't get ground cardamom then you can use the pods, so you just split them in between your teeth and just crack the seeds out. And you can just use a couple of pods, and that would probably be about the same amount as I've got in here, to be honest. And then I also have a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I have a little bit of a teaspoon of baking powder as well. And I'm just going to add that in. And I'm going to add a pinch of salt as well. So I'm going to put that in. And literally you just put all of the ingredients into the food processor. So I'm going to put the oranges in now with the skins on as well, and the eggs as well. And then I'm also going to add in maple syrup. So I've got about 150 mils of maple syrup just going in there. And then all I'm simply going to do is just blend all of these ingredients together. I've finished blending the mixture together, and as you can see it is sort of smooth. It's not going to be completely smooth because you've got the oats in there, but once it bakes out it'll be fine. And then I'm just going to add all of those ingredients to the base of my loaf tin. As I said, you can use greaseproof paper if you feel like this is probably going to stick. The reason I'm not is because I've run out, which is really annoying. I normally run out of something for these recipes. I swear it's somebody up there doing something, but anyway. Right, have a little break. So I'm just going to continue to add the cake mixture to the base of this tray. As I think I've mentioned before, I have preheated my oven to 200 degrees. If I haven't, I'm sorry. So now you know I've preheated my oven, and I have put all of the mixture into the loaf tin, and I've smoothed it off, so I've tried to make it, spread it as evenly as possible across the base of the tin. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until it goes a lovely golden brown colour. So as you can see, the cake has turned a lovely golden brown colour. I'm just going to put a skewer in. It's sort of coming out clear, so I'm going to turn the heat down slightly. And I'm going to put this back in for another 5 minutes. It's been in there for 25, so I'm just going to pop it back in for another 5, and then I'll take it out and see what it looks like. Okay, so the cake has been in the oven for another 5 minutes. I'm just going to check it again. It's still coming out slightly wet, but it's a bit better than it was before. So I'm going to take this cake out of the oven. I'm going to leave it to cool, and then I will serve some and let you know how it tastes. But it smells fantastic, I have to say. It's actually making me really hungry. It smells that good. So I transferred the cake, once it had cooled, from the loaf tin to my cooling rack, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice the cake, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Hopefully it should look good. So that's what it looks like on the inside. I have to say it smells really good as well. So I'm going to slice myself a piece of this, and I will try it and let you know how it tastes. As I said, I'm going to give this a try. So I've got a piece, I've cut it into 6 slices. I think you can probably even cut it into 12 maybe if you wanted to make it go further. And I'm just going to try a bit now. As I said, it smells really good as well. So. That is really yummy. A chocolate orange. It's really chocolatey and very orangey, and it doesn't taste like marmalade, I'm pleased to say, because the other cake I made tasted a bit like marmalade, but this doesn't taste like it at all. And it's really lovely. It's quite, I mean, it's slightly chewy, I have to say. The outside is slightly chewy, but the inside is really lovely and soft. And yeah, as I said, it's just really chocolatey and really yummy. And perfect for Easter, I think. That's how you make my delicious chocolate orange cake, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. I don't think I said it earlier, but I'm off to have a slice of this with a nice cup of tea now. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye!